Nikola Tesla. What if one man could see the future before anyone else? A future filled with wireless communication, electric power, robots, remote controls, and machines capable of changing civilization forever. More than 100 years ago, one inventor imagined all of it. His name was Nikola Tesla, a man so intelligent that people called him insane, a genius who transformed electricity and changed human history forever. But despite creating technologies that power our modern world, he died alone, broke, and forgotten. This is the incredible story of Nikola Tesla, the man who invented the future. The child who saw light. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the small village of Smiljan, located in what is today Croatia. At that time, the region belonged to the Austrian Empire. Tesla's father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest. His mother, Juga Tesla, never attended school, but she possessed extraordinary intelligence and creativity. She could memorize poems, build household tools, and invent mechanical devices using only her imagination. Tesla later said that his mother inspired his genius. From childhood, Nikola was different from other children. He possessed an almost photographic memory. He could remember entire books after reading them once. He could solve difficult equations entirely in his head without writing anything down. But Tesla also experienced strange mental visions. Bright flashes of light would appear before his eyes. Sometimes he could visualize objects and inventions in perfect detail inside his mind. Years later, Tesla claimed he could mentally build machines before physically constructing them. He tested inventions entirely inside his imagination. This ability made him different from every other inventor of his time. As a child, Tesla became fascinated with nature. He observed rivers, storms, wind, and lightning. One thunderstorm especially changed his life forever. As lightning filled the sky, Tesla became obsessed with electricity. He wanted to understand its power. He wanted to control it. And eventually he would. Education and obsession. Tesla studied engineering and physics in Europe. He attended the Austrian Polytechnic School in Graz. His professors quickly realized that Tesla was not ordinary. He studied constantly. Sometimes he worked almost 20 hours a day. He became obsessed with electrical machines. At the time, electricity was still primitive. Most systems used direct current electricity, also called DC. DC power worked, but it had major limitations. Electricity could only travel short distances. Large cities needed expensive power stations everywhere. Tesla believed there had to be a better solution. One day during class, Tesla imagined a revolutionary idea: alternating current, AC electricity. Unlike DC power, AC electricity could travel long distances efficiently. This single idea would eventually power the entire modern world. But at the time, almost nobody believed him. Tesla's life during these years became difficult. He struggled financially. He suffered from stress and exhaustion. He also developed unusual habits and extreme perfectionism. Tesla became obsessed with the number 3. He disliked touching objects used by others. Some historians believe he suffered from obsessive-compulsive disorder. Despite his struggles, his mind never stopped creating. Arriving in America in 1884, Tesla made one of the biggest decisions of his life. He moved to the United States. Tesla arrived in New York City with almost no money. According to legend, he carried only a few clothes, scientific notes, and a letter of recommendation. The letter was addressed to the famous inventor Thomas Edison. It reportedly said, "I know 2 great men. One of them is you. The other is this young man." Tesla soon began working for Edison. At first, Tesla admired him deeply. Edison was already one of the most famous inventors in the world. But the 2 men were completely different. Edison believed in experimentation through trial and error. Tesla relied on mathematics and visualization. Edison supported DC electricity. Tesla believed AC electricity was the future. Conflict between them became inevitable. One story claims Edison promised Tesla $50,000 if he improved his electrical systems. Tesla worked tirelessly and solved many problems. But when Tesla asked for payment, Edison allegedly laughed and said, "You do not understand American humor." Tesla resigned immediately. The partnership was over, but a much bigger battle was about to begin. The War of Currents. This conflict became known as the War of Currents. On one side stood Thomas Edison and direct current. On the other stood Nikola Tesla and alternating current. The battle was not only scientific, it was personal, political, and financial. Edison launched public campaigns against AC electricity. He claimed it was deadly and dangerous. To scare people, Edison even demonstrated animals being electrocuted using AC power. but Tesla remained confident. He knew his system was superior. Soon, businessman George Westinghouse recognized Tesla's genius. Westinghouse purchased Tesla's AC patents and funded his work. Together, they began building AC electrical systems across America. Then came the defining moment, the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Millions of people attended. The organizers chose Tesla's AC system to power the entire event. When the lights turned on, the world was stunned. Buildings glowed brighter than ever before. Electricity illuminated the night like magic. Tesla became internationally famous. Soon after, Tesla and Westinghouse won another enormous project, harnessing the power of Niagara Falls. Their hydroelectric plants successfully delivered electricity across long distances using AC power. It changed civilization forever. Tesla had won the war of currents. Today, almost every electrical system on Earth still uses AC electricity because of Nikola Tesla. Tesla's incredible inventions. Tesla's imagination seemed limitless. He created inventions decades ahead of his time. One of his most famous creations was the Tesla coil. This machine generated extremely high voltage electricity and produced spectacular lightning-like sparks. Even today, Tesla coils remain iconic symbols of science and electricity. But Tesla's dreams extended far beyond wires and generators. He wanted wireless power. He imagined a world where electricity could travel through the air without cables. He believed information could also be transmitted wirelessly around the planet. This idea sounded impossible in the 1890s. Today, it resembles modern Wi-Fi, smartphones, and wireless communication. Tesla also pioneered radio technology. Years before Guglielmo Marconi became famous for radio, Tesla had already demonstrated many of the same concepts. In fact, the United States Supreme Court later recognized Tesla's patents as important foundations for radio communication. Tesla also invented remote control technology. In 1898, he demonstrated a radio-controlled boat in New York. People watching the demonstration were shocked. Some believed Tesla used magic. Others thought he could control the boat with telepathy. But Tesla was actually demonstrating one of the first examples of robotics and wireless control. He predicted machines that could think independently. He imagined automated factories, drones, and intelligent systems. More than a century later, many of Tesla's predictions became reality. The tower that could change the world. Tesla's most ambitious dream was the Wardenclyffe Tower. He wanted to build a giant wireless transmission station capable of sending electricity and communication signals around the entire world. Tesla imagined free global energy. No wires, no limits. He believed humanity could share energy freely across continents. At first, powerful banker J.P. Morgan financed the project. Construction began in New York. The tower looked futuristic and mysterious. But problems soon appeared. Tesla constantly changed designs and demanded more money. Then Morgan discovered Tesla wanted free wireless electricity, not just communication technology. Free electricity threatened powerful industries. Morgan stopped funding the project. Without money, construction stopped completely. The Wardenclyffe Tower was never completed. Years later, the unfinished tower was destroyed. Many people believe humanity lost one of Tesla's greatest dreams. Decline and loneliness. As time passed, Tesla became increasingly isolated. New inventors and businessmen grew rich using ideas connected to his work. Meanwhile, Tesla struggled financially. He lived in hotels across New York City, often unable to pay bills. But despite his poverty, Tesla continued inventing. He claimed to develop advanced energy weapons. He described something he called a death ray. Some people believed him. Others thought he had become mentally unstable. Tesla also developed deep emotional attachments to pigeons. He spent hours feeding birds in city parks. He once said he loved a white pigeon the way a man loves a woman. The brilliant inventor who once amazed the world now lived mostly alone. Yet even during his final years, Tesla's mind remained extraordinary. He still dreamed of transforming humanity. Death of a genius. On January 7, 1943. Nikola Tesla died alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. He was 86 years old. At the time of his death, much of the world had forgotten him. But shortly afterward, governments and scientists began examining Tesla's research and inventions. People slowly realized how important he truly was. Tesla held more than 300 patents during his lifetime. His ideas helped create modern electricity systems, radio technology, wireless communication, robotics, remote controls, and countless scientific innovations. Decades later, Tesla became a cultural icon. In 2003, entrepreneur Elon Musk even named his electric car company Tesla Motors in honor of the inventor. Today, Nikola Tesla is recognized as one of the greatest scientific minds in history. And Nikola Tesla was not simply an inventor. He was a visionary, a man who imagined the future long before the world was ready. Many people called him crazy, but history proved him right. Every time lights turn on, every time wireless technology connects the world, every time electricity powers civilization, a part of Nikola Tesla's dream lives on. The lonely genius who died forgotten eventually became immortal. Nikola Tesla did not just invent machines, he invented the future. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more incredible stories about history's greatest minds and most legendary people. And tell us in the comments, was Nikola Tesla the greatest genius who ever lived?